Nigeria, they are actually the finished country. There is nothing left in this country again that will give a poor man joy. A common man cannot get joy in this country. Nothing. Look at small football. Where you say now only they give Nigerians joy now. And situations take be for Nigeria now. It is only football that can give Nigerians joy. Everywhere is pain. Go to politics, pain. Go to business, pain. Go to any sector, pain. The only thing that is left to give Nigerians joy now, which is football, pain don't enter them too. There is nothing left again. You are in a finished country. Nigeria not qualifying for World Cup back to back in a row, back to back in a row. No World Cup for Nigeria in 2022. No World Cup for Nigeria in 2026. How cool is this now? How cool is it? Look at Osimhen. Osimhen, a big striker like him, might end up not playing the World Cup because Nigeria did not qualify in 2022 and also 2026 they are not going. 2030, you don't know how it might be. They might not still qualify. They might not still qualify. Then that is the fate of Victor Osimhen. All because of what? All because of NFF. NFF. They are the one that is causing all this thing. Nigeria had 2 chances to qualify for this World Cup. First one got abused. Second one still got abused. And then the only chance that Nigeria will have judiciously made use of was that group stage. And like Nigeria, they will have cleared it now. There is nothing there. Who were they playing against? Benin Republic, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, South Africa. Small nations. And then Nigeria couldn't win against all these people. Like, this is shaming. This is a big shame. We should bury our head in shame. Nigeria should bury their head in shame. Imagine the situation whereupon 3 coaches prepared Nigeria to play this World Cup and still they couldn't succeed. Why is it so? NFF. NFF cannot do the right thing. First, they removed Ganotro. I can't remember the last coach that did a better job than Ganotro. I can't really remember the last coach that Super Eagles of Nigeria had that did a better job compared to how Ganotro did it in Nigeria. Now, NFF had to uninstall him because of their personal reason, because of politics that goes on there. After him, we have Jose Pizarro. Jose Pizarro is another useless coach. They had to appoint him. He did nothing. They removed him. And then they brought in Finidi George. That one wanted to finish Nigeria. I don't even know what he did, what he was doing at all before they now signed Eric Chile. Eric Chile even did a better job. It was a situation of things when Eric Chile joined the team, got better. Unlike how it was when Pizarro was coaching. Unlike how it was when Finidi George was there. Pizarro George, Eric Chile was actually out to make something better for Nigeria. But he came in late. He joined the national team late. Had he been he started all along, things would have been like this. In fact, why did NFF sack Ganotro in the first place? Why did they uninstall him in the first place? Had he been Ganotro was the head manager of Nigeria national team, there is no way you will tell me that Nigeria will not qualify for this World Cup. There is no way with the squad that Nigeria has. There is no way, nothing will make Nigeria not to qualify. I can beat my chest to that one and say, yes, that he can do the job perfectly well. He can do it perfectly well. But because of politics, he was uninstalled. Pizarro came in, he did nothing. Finidi George came in, he did nothing. So I'm actually giving NFF the blame. That is the first phase of Nigeria not qualifying, The first phase of Nigeria not qualifying because they had 2 chances to qualify. The first phase of them not qualifying actually came from NFF. And then look at the hotel that they lodged the Super Eagles at Morocco. How about the hotel? Even before the game started, already J.U.D already showed the environment of how things are there. What about the match bonuses that they were being owed? And I still believe that due to them being owed, they did not put out their best while playing the group stage in the qualification. Yes, that's why they didn't do it. They didn't play with their hearts. It was that later, now that they are now playing playoffs, that they now started playing with their hearts. My instinct stays with that. And that should be what actually happened. NFF, 3 managers wanted to qualify the Super Eagles of Nigeria for the next World Cup, and still 3 of them failed because of NFF. Lodge them in the good hotel, you couldn't lodge them. Pay them their match bonuses, you couldn't pay them. So they said that they had to boycott training after I said that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Imagine the most populous black country is Nigeria. Country that came second in the last AFCON, got knocked out of World Cup qualification by a country that came fourth. Country that came fourth, knocked out a country that came second in the last AFCON. I not saying that there is an issue somewhere. That is it. This country itself, I don't really get. Everywhere is pain, Hall of pain. That's Nigeria now. Hall of pain. Everywhere is pain for Nigerians. Nothing seems to be working. The latest thing that you think that it will work will not even work. Okay, talking about the match yesterday. Yes, I have people that I want to blame in that game. Honestly speaking, I have people that I want to blame. First of all, why did Chile change the formation? On a more serious note, 4-4-2 works better for him, but he came and changed it. Why did he change it? And then these players, like, I can only single out few players that were into the game. The like of Frederick, the like of Calvin Bassey. Yes, two of them were into the game. Outside these two people, what happened to other players? What happened to other players? Because they were totally out. Ademola Lookman is a finished person. Samuel Chukwueze is also finished. West is there. J.U.D does not even know what he was doing. Like, I can't really place it. What happened to those players? What happened to those players? Because it is highly embarrassing, even to those players. Though NFF had their own blame, understand? But it's even embarrassing to those players that they got knocked out by Congo DR. It is embarrassing to them. It is shameful to them. That of all clubs, I would have been happier if Cameroon had knocked out Nigeria from that World Cup. I would have been happier. It would have been more clear to me if it had happened that way. But now, Congo, of all nations, Congo knocking out Nigeria out of World Cup. 11th ranked African best player. Nigeria is coming fourth. They are 11th in the position. They knocked out Nigeria. FIFA rank in Nigeria is still ahead of them, and see they succeeded in knocking out Nigeria. Those players, I don't really know whether they took something, but I couldn't place it because they dominated Nigeria tactically and mentally. They were kicking the ball around. They were just busy kicking the ball around. Nigeria couldn't do it. Like Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, Alex Iwobi, like all of them got lost in that midfield. All of them got lost. Seriously lost in that midfield. So then now you were thinking that everything will get all right. Before you know it, they kept on dominating until the match finished. They scored Nigeria up to 2 goals that were cancelled. Okay, had it been that those goals stood, what would have happened? There would have been no need for all those penalties itself. I'm just surprised because those players, they got it all wrong. Second phase of them qualifying, they become very serious. They became very serious for them to qualify. Whereas, the opportunity for them to get serious has passed. Look at South Africa. Nigeria would have qualified for this World Cup if they were serious. If both the players and NFF were serious, ab initio. During that group stage, that is when they will have qualified. There is no way you're telling me that you are playing against Lesotho, you're playing against Zimbabwe, you're playing against the Benin Republic, you're playing against South Africa, and then Nigeria itself, and then you cannot make it. Okay, had it been that Nigeria won all their matches, had even they won all their matches, and then the points of South Africa was deducted, it would have been a good opportunity for them to carry on. But no, even South Africa, that got point deduction, kept on moving. They still went ahead and qualified. That's to tell you how pathetic the performance of Nigeria was during that qualification stage. Now they got to playoff. That is when everybody got serious. Then this is where it landed everybody. This is where it actually landed everybody. You need to be serious at the beginning. You need to be serious at the beginning. Now that you guys want to be serious now, you have seen a more prepared team. A more prepared team. Look at Congo DR. Congo DR got 22 points from the group stage. Nigeria got 17. Won 7 matches, 2 draw, and then got defeated once, which is unlike the that of Nigeria. So these people from the world has been keeping a better record compared to how Nigeria has been doing their own. Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine? Well, it's not really easy, Sha. It's not really easy, but this is beyond expectation. Nobody saw this thing coming. Nobody saw this thing coming. And then this will have been the ample opportunity for Nigeria to make it into the FIFA World Cup next year. It will have been a very big chance. Like, chances came for them twice. From group stage down to playoff stage. and still they couldn't cement it. They couldn't cement it. What else again? What else again? What then is remaining? Eh? They couldn't win them. Iwobi got lost. And they had to give an assist. Frank Onyekatu was there, but he was just shadowing up and down. Ademola is finished. Chukwueze is also finished. Ajayi was making a fool of himself at the back. J.U.D was lost. Totally, like, I can't really say that this is a player that I can single out outside Frederick and Kevin Bassey. Mwabali, his village people was with him, though he made a good save by saving 2 penalties. Yes, but outside that, that touch of village people following him was also there. I noticed it. Then Victor Osimhen, Eric Chile, why do you have to remove Victor Osimhen? Till this moment, I don't really know why Victor Osimhen was removed. And then immediately they substituted Victor Osimhen. That was when these people got balanced. Their defense got relaxed. They then started supporting their attackers in pushing for attack. The upfront threat that Nigeria has there was Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen was actually the upfront threat that was there, and then he was substituted. Why? And then immediately he left. That was when everything became worse for Nigeria. All the same that's happened is that happened. Let's say that maybe by next World Cup they might qualify or they might still not qualify. But all the same, just know that this country is a hall of fame for the common man. Finish. Please do well to support me by sharing this video and clicking the subscription button. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't cost anything. Just click, share, and then drop your decent opinion. Thank you.